Hi, so this is a PowerPoint presentation on the stupidest shit I've done and why. Because context is really important here. The list sounds crazy, but it is not. It's just the context, okay? So, yeah. So first, eating raw meat because I was bored. So I was 5, okay? I was discovering life, and I was like, why should I just wait? Like, why can't I just eat it? And I did. My mom got really mad. She was like, what are you doing? What are you doing with your life? I don't know. I don't know why. I still don't know. Yeah, then the next thing is I am licking a mushroom in my garden and getting intoxicated. I was way too fucking old to be doing this stupid shit. I was 19. Why? Okay, I get it. Like 5 years old, you're experimenting with like food and stuff. 19? Girl, grow the fuck up. And I was 19. I was stressed. I was working a horrible job, and I had 30 minutes to go outside or some shit, like a break or some shit. So I just went to my garden and I found these mushrooms. And I remember that I was frustrated because mushrooms in the supermarket, they were really, really expensive. And I was like, fuck it. I'm breaking the system. And I got like intoxicated because it was one of the deadliest mushrooms in the world. It was called the Destroying Angel. It is called the Destroying Angel because it fucking kills you. A lot of people die because of this shit, and I started feeling bad. Like after a couple hours, and I started vomiting. I licked a mushroom because I thought it was a champignon. It was not. You're gonna die. I went to the doctor, of course, emergency. I was fine, I guess. I hope. Do you think I'm fine? Do you find me normal? I don't think so. So next, I forgot about this. Wiping my ass with a rock in the middle of the mountains when I was 8. It's pretty self-explanatory to be a title, honestly. I don't know what I was thinking. Well, context. Okay, so this makes sense. Engel's family left Panic and African Tribes documentary. I went to this trip with my family, and we were climbing a mountain, and it was this Engel's family. What do I mean by Engel's family? It was this family. They were perfect. They were blonde. They were always smiling, and they had a lot of money. And I hated them. We hated them. They were annoying. They were always like, they were just talking all the time about how much money they have. And it was like, dude, I just want to climb the mountain. Just don't talk to me, you know? Fucking stupid people. And we fucking hated them. They were really, really like cocky. And then I was fucking tired. I was fucking tired. It was the middle of the mountains, the middle of the it was the middle of the woods, and we were alone with my family. The Engels family was gone, thanks God. And so I just I wanted to pee. So I was like, okay, I gotta pee. I'm going to the woods, and I started peeing, and then my dad. I don't know what he said, and I started laughing so hard that I pooped myself. And I started to panic. So I remembered a documentary I saw of an African tribe. They used rocks to clean their ass, and I was like, fuck it, they've been doing this shit for years, for centuries. It's not gonna hurt me for a day, you know? It was horrible. Just why? Just imagine just finding like an 8-year-old person just wiping their ass with a rock in the middle of the woods. This is scary. This is a scary thought. I would be scared of that child. So next thing, getting chewing gum stuck in my head while I was showering. And again, I was way too fucking old to be doing this shit. I was way too fucking old to be doing this shit. I was 13. I was chewing gum, and I was showering, and I didn't know where to put the gum, because I didn't want to have it in my mouth. I didn't want to like just throw it away either. So it was like, fuck it, I'm gonna put it in my head. Why? I don't know. This is the thing. Hot water plus chewing gum plus hair equal baldness. Absolutely. The chewing gum melted with the hot water, and it just made a thing here. So I had to cut my hair. I have this little like bald spot, pretty big bald spot on my head, because there was the melted chewing gum I put on my hair because I didn't know where to put the gum. So next, I put a little bit of a transition. Look at this. Graphic design is my passion. Putting plastic pearl in my ear and trying to get it out with a needle. Yeah. I was way too fucking old to be doing this shit too. And I remember I had this shirt. It was kind of like this shirt. You can see, like, it had little pearls, plastic pearls. I don't know why I just grabbed a little plastic pearl from my shirt and I just put it in my ear, and I panicked because that shit just went inside and it just didn't stop. I remember I was like, okay, just chill the fuck out, just don't do anything. And I grabbed a needle and I tried to scoop it up, and it didn't work. I remember it was Sunday. Okay, it was Sunday, and it was midnight, and everybody was asleep because, you know, you gotta get up on Monday. And I was like, Mama, I got a pearl on my ear. And we ended up going to this really special hospital in the middle of, like, it was really far away. It was the biggest hospital I ever seen, and the lights were turned off, all of them. And we were the only ones there, just like, we were so scared. And yeah, and I remember my brother telling me, like, that's so stupid, don't do that again, because now the pearl's gonna go to your brain, you're gonna die. I was just sitting in the waiting room in the dark in this big ass apocalyptic hospital, thinking I was going to die. I didn't. A dude came, a doctor, and he was like, oh, what is this? I don't know how the fuck he scooped it up my ear. Thank you. Next thing, I put ticks in my friend's hair as revenge. This is, okay, no. I know what you're thinking. No, it's not as bad as you think. I was 7. Okay, I was 7. It was a bad day. I was at her house and she was bullying me. I know it's not an excuse. Like, it's not a good thing. You shouldn't be doing that shit. I was 7. I didn't know it was as bad, and she was really mean to me that day. She hit me, and I was like, I had enough. And she had a dog. Her dog had sticks, but like not the big ones, just this, like the other small ones. And I was like, so I started to collect her dog's ticks, which is really disgusting. And I remember I put it in this little like plate, and I started throwing them in her hair without her noticing. It was really bad. Like, now thinking about it, I was like, and I remember she like told her mom she found this in her hair, and her mom put vinegar on her hair, and she smelled like vinegar for like months. I still feel like shit for that. Why would I do that? I was a little kid, and yeah, that's the end. That's the end. Look at the transition. Wait. There's like absolutely like endless almost stories of me doing stupid shit. Goodbye. I don't know. I'm tired. I'm tired. For real, it's like 2 a.m. I gotta sleep. Bye.